Hi guys, today I have a makeup basket for you. So it's been a long while since I did any makeup baskets. I believe the last one I did was somewhere around like June or even May. And for me, they're not really weekly baskets because I don't rotate my products out very often. They're more like monthly baskets. Since I've had quite a few panning projects going on since the last makeup basket to now, I certainly finished a few products, so I had to rotate them out. And also we've gone through 2 different seasons now, so of course my color selection of things has changed as well. So let me just show you what I have here, and I'm gonna go with the order how I apply them to my face. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear Adeline. She is kind of vocal nowadays and she's like right next to me, so you can probably hear her trying to talk to me. So I usually apply face primer first, and this one is a really small sample size from Benefit and it's a Professional. I'm hoping to finish this guy. I had it in my Finish 13 by Halloween and I didn't get to finish it, but it really shouldn't last me too much longer, so that's my primer. I'm not really using a foundation, I'm just using a tinted moisturizer from Laura Mercier. I really like this one. It's SPF 20. I think it's really light. It doesn't provide much coverage, but I think it just gives the skin a really nice finish. The concealer I'm using is from Lancome. This one is waterproof, long-lasting under eye concealer. I use it under my eyes and I also use it on my blemishes, so I think this one is actually really nice. I do really enjoy this combination of products. I think they work really well and they provide enough coverage for me. By the way, the tinted moisturizer I have here is in the shade Nude and the concealer is in the shade Clear. Then I have a color corrector. This one is from YSL. It's a Touche Claw Neutralizer. I use this only under my eyes and I actually apply it underneath my foundation because the color is quite pink. If I apply it on top of the foundation, it actually makes my under eyes look a lot darker than it already is. I'm not too sure how I feel about this product. I don't think it necessarily makes my under eyes a lot brighter. It's just one extra step and I want to finish that. The eye primer I'm using is from NYX. This is Eyeshadow Base and in the shade ESB03. So this one is in a potted form and it's a skin tone color, as you can see. I actually really enjoy this. I wanted to finish this in 2016 and I actually just started using it. There's no way for me to finish this in 2016, of course, but I actually really enjoy this. I think it's surprisingly good and it's actually really cheap too. So I'm sure this guy will last me a long while, but I don't mind that at all. I have one pencil shadow. This is from Urban Decay. It's 24/7 Glide On Shadow Pencil in the color Juju. I had this in either a Project Tin Pan before or maybe my 7 Summer Flings. I didn't get to finish it, but I didn't mind that. I had it as a sample size, so it wasn't like huge to begin with, but I still have quite a bit of it left. This is just very easy for me. I use this as one shadow look a lot. If I'm in a rush, I definitely go reach out for this and then I can just apply this all over my lid and get out of the door. So it really doesn't take much time and I think I really enjoy this kind of brown color. It's not very warm and not very cool. It's like right in the middle. It's very nice looking. It's just too bad they don't make it anymore. I have quite a few eyeshadows here. So first, of course, I have my Pan Palette 2016 Challenge palette. This one is from Pop Beauty. It's the Bare Texture palette, but I am really coming close to my goal, so I'm almost done with this palette. I am not trying to use other shades in it. I'll just give you a quick look at it. So I am only 2 shades away from hitting my goal, so I'm just trying to finish this shade and right here this shade. So this one I use it in my outer corner and this one I actually use to fill in my brows. So all the rest of the shades I'm not bothered with it. I don't want to continue to use this palette anymore, so it's really just there because I wanted to finish this one shade on my eyes. Sorry, I was interrupted by a call. Probably I moved a little bit. Anyways, I was saying that I had only 2 shades that I tried to work on in my Pan palette, and one of those actually I use it to fill in my eyebrows. That means I can pull in a lot other eyeshadows that I can try out. It's actually really exciting for me just because I haven't been able to use any other eyeshadows other than in this palette. So I pulled in 6 little palettes, which is a little crazy, and 1 single shade. So the single that I have is from Revlon. It's the matte line, I guess, and I have it in the color Vintage Lace. This one I'm just using to highlight my brow bone, and also I use a little bit of it to set my under eyes. And as you can see, I have big size pan, so that's quite exciting actually. At this point I am just trying to finish it. Initially I tried to use this because I ran out of any matte kind of highlight shades in my palette, so I pulled this in, and right now, even though I have other palettes, other shades that are similar to this that I can work on, but because I already hit pan, I just want to kind of finish it. And the reason why I pulled in so many small palettes is because I am thinking, I haven't fully decided, but I am leaning towards just panning a couple or maybe a few smaller palettes next year. So I want to give my smaller palettes a try and then make sure that they're not duds, or I'm not gonna hate them like halfway through the year. So I am trying out a few palettes and then see how I feel about them. Do I need to declutter them? Should I put them in my pan that palette challenge? You know, all that jazz. So the first two here are from e.l.f. There are 6 shades in each palette, and I have one that's blue eyes and one brown eyes. So you probably already saw I have like one empty pan in it. Not because I finished it, I actually just digged it out. So those shades are actually hits and misses. Some of them are really pigmented and really nice, but some of them are just really chalky and there's no pigmentation or whatsoever, so I just took it out. Pretty much that's a story, and I have 5 shades left in here. I think they all perform somewhat nice, so I just want to see if I can create something that I like out of this palette. Same thing with this brown eye palette. This is actually what I have on my eyes today. I really like this eye look that I was able to create with this. So I only have 4 shades left in this palette, and I do really enjoy it. I have 2 little quads from L'Oreal, and this one is called Rose for Romance, and this one is called Shopping Spray. I think those 2 are okay. I do like the 3 shades from the top right here, and then the black on the bottom is just really chalky. Same thing over here. The top 3 shades are really nice. The bottom one is not so great. But I'm trying to see if I can create something that I like out of those quads and decide if I should even keep them or not. I have another quad from Maybelline. This is Eye Studio, and it's Violet Femmes. So this is what it looks like, but it's a little strange because I feel whenever I use it on my eyes, all the shades just kind of blend together into like a mush. So I'm a little bit on the fence about this. I think I want to give it another go and then see if I can make this work. If not, I'm just gonna declutter it. The last one here is from Wet n Wild, and it's their 5-pan shadow in the colors Smoke and Marrose. This is the same thing. I like the shades, but I think on my eyes they kind of blend together into a big mush, so I don't know how I feel about that. I want to give that another try. Mascaras, I have 2. One is a sample size from Too Faced. It's the Better Than Sex mascara. I really like this one. And the other one I am currently trying is from Revlon. It's the Ultimate All-in-One Mascara. I actually quite like this one too. And then the wand is really, really small. If you can see that, it's a plastic wand and it's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that just yet, but I've been using those 2 together and I like the effect that those 2 give. For face powder products, I am just going kind of easy. For face powder, I am using MAC Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium Dark. This one is a little bit dark for me, but I kind of just use it on the outer rim of my face, and then under my eyes I'm using that Revlon eyeshadow to set my under eyes. So it's kind of okay, and I do really like this powder. It's just a little dark for me right now. For my contour, I am using Tarte Park Avenue Princess. This one is sample size, and I had it in my Finish 13 by Halloween as well. I have major size pan, but I want to finish it in 2016. Not sure if I can still hit that goal, but I want to try to use it. And blush, I am really going simple. This is from my Josie Maran palette, and it's in the shade Illusion. This palette is a limited edition. I think it's called Natural Wonder Powders. I do really like this blush, and it doesn't really have much left, so hopefully I can just finish that. Once I finish that one, I will move on to this shade. This one is Fiction. And also in the middle right here, I use this guy as a highlighter. It's in the shade Beach Number 1. Even though it says it's a bronzing powder, but I think it's okay. It's kind of yellow toned, and my skin is really yellow, and I kind of use it as a blush topper. I think it works out pretty nicely. I have one brow gel from Anastasia. I never know how to say it. Anyways, it's just clear brow gel and sample size, so I just want to try to use that up. And then I use a setting spray to set my face. This is from L'Oreal. It's the Infallible Makeup Extender Setting Spray. Honestly, I don't think it did anything. I got it from some sort of subscription boxes, I think maybe Target box. So I'm just trying to use it up. I don't think it did anything though. Lastly, I just have a handful of lip products I'm trying to rotate through. So first I have this Pixie by Petra in the color Rose Naturel. I really like this shade. It's only sample size, and I had it in my Finish 13 by Halloween. So it's kind of a brownie nude shade. I think it looks really nice on me. So I'm hoping to finish that guy soon. I have another lipstick that's really similar. This one is from Cargo, and the shade is Dubai. It's also a brownie nude, but a little bit more opaque and yellowish, if you would. It's this one right here. So hopefully after I finish the Pixie one, I will just move on to this guy. When I use those two lipsticks, I try to pair them with those two lip glosses. They are like really old. I got them from Big Lots couple years back, and they're both from Maybelline. I think it's a color sensational line, but they've changed their packaging like years ago, so I'm a little bit concerned about them, but they haven't changed or anything, so I'm just trying to use as much as I could. And they are really like brownie nude again, so I think they do go really well with those two lipsticks. So those are the swatches. So right down here, as you can see, they are like definitely in the same color family, so they do pair together really nice. For the next combination I have here is kind of plummy red kind of color theme. The lipstick here is from Maybelline. It's in the color Plum Shine. This is also what I have on my lips. Actually, it's a little bit surprising. I haven't used this guy for maybe like at least a year or two now. It's just a very pretty plum shade, but on my lips, I'm not sure if you can see, it's quite shiny. Shiny to a point that it feels shimmery and glittery, almost metallic kind of shiny. So I'm not too sure how I feel about that. I mean, I do like a shiny lip, but not like glittery. So I'm a little bit on the fence about it. I am gonna keep using it for a little while and see how I feel about that. And there are two lip gloss options that I wanted to pair with this lipstick, but I didn't use any of those today. The first one is from Maybelline. This is the Color Sensational line, and it's in the shade Raspberry Ablaze. So this is actually the same line, but this is an old packaging, this is a new packaging. This one is a little bit on the purple side, so I think that will be interesting paired together. See, it's kind of like, yeah, raspberry, I guess. Let me just apply some right now and see how that looks. Yeah, that definitely makes things a little brighter. I think I do really like this lip gloss. I don't get many chances to wear it except for in the fall, so I want to pull this guy out. The other one here is from Almay, and it's in the shade Just Plum Good. This one is a dark plum wine shade, so here's a swatch. This one is on the sheer side, so it doesn't give too much color actually, it's right here. So as you can see, those three kind of are in the same color family, so I want to use those three together. So that's everything in my makeup basket currently. I think I'm really excited about those products, mainly because I am, one, using a lot of new lipsticks, two, using a lot of new eyeshadows, and I've been stuck with the same lipsticks and same eyeshadows for a long time, so those two changes are really nice. I do feel inspired to use makeup again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.